In case you missed it, make sure you check out part 1 of my Creating Band Merch series, where I teach you how to create a motion blur effect in Adobe Photoshop. It will be linked on the screen and below in the description box. For part 2, you will learn how to create a glass effect in Photoshop, and you can get this template for free on my Gumroad, linked down below as well. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see so far. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is create a new document. I am changing mine to inches. The width will be 12 and the height will be 15. Resolution 300 and color mode RGB. Fill the background with 459 6F9. Use your type tool and I will be typing out the words see-through. So starting out with the letter S, and I will be using the font Super Reduce. Change the size to 330. And the color will be white. I will duplicate this font after I move it closer towards the center and edit free transform and rotate your text. I will duplicate my text by pressing Command J on the keyboard and continue this process for the rest of the letters. Now here I'm just adjusting my letter so that it's more centered. And now select all of your letters and right click, convert to Smart Object. And rename your Smart Object. Change the fill to 0%. Now double click this layer to bring up the layer styles. And first we're going to add a bevel and emboss. Change the depth to 1000. The size will be 86 and soften will be 16. Change gloss contour to the second one in the second row. Change highlight mode to hard light. And the opacity will be 100%. And the color will be white. For shadow mode, change it to lighter color. And the color we will use is 5F, 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 and the opacity will be 61%. Now click on Contour. Change it to the second to last one in the second row. Now click on Inner Shadow. Change blend mode to normal, and the color will be F5, F5, F4. The opacity will be 90%. Distance will be 74. Size will be 138 and choke will be 0. Change contour to the second one in the second row and noise will be 24. Add another inner shadow layer. Keep the color as is and change the opacity to 43%. Uncheck Use Global Light, and the angle should be -82. Distance is 56. Size is 250. And contour is the last one in the second row, and noise should be 0. Now click on Inner Glow. Change blend mode to normal, and the color will be F4, F4, F4. Source will be center. Size will be 250. And contour will be the last one in the last row. Range will be 29%. Now click on Satin. Change the blend mode to Color Burn. And the color will be D1 ED F9. Change the opacity to 93%. Distance should be 104. Size should be 188. And for contour, it's the second to last one in the second row, and click OK. Now we're going to add a Gaussian blur. Go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and the radius will be 8, and click OK. Now I'm going to pop over to Illustrator, and I'm going to take my band's logo and copy and paste it over into Photoshop. Now I'm going to grab my type tool again, and I will type out some of the lyrics to the song. I will type out "I see right through your facade," and I will be using the font 5 Cent. Change the size to 165, and the color will be EBA 4F0. Take this layer and place it underneath the see-through text layer, and now we will duplicate this layer by pressing Command J, and on this duplicated layer we are going to change the color to F8 DCFA. Change this layer to dissolve, and the opacity will be 17%. So if you were to send this off to the printer, I would take my color fill layer and remove the mask. And so my color fill layer will be whatever color shirt that I'm printing this on. So if it's a blue shirt, I will select a blue color. If it's green, change it to green, and so on and so forth. Then on my keyboard, I will select Command and Shift and select my text layers, including my smart object, and create a mask on this color fill layer. So once you're done with that, go to File, Export, and export as a PNG. And that is how you create a glass text effect in Photoshop. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see today. And make sure you stick around for part 3 of my How to Create Band Merch series.